Oh, phew, you smell rotten.
Well, I'm a zombie. What do you expect? Oh, hey, could you dig up my undead buddy while you're at it?
All right. Well, what are you meant to be?
I'm the unbread mate.
That's Mr. Peterson to you, you overcooked bit of dough.
I get it. Hello, neighbor. Hey, nice. Well, if you haven't noticed, I'm a zombie from Plants vs. Zombies.
Ooh, nice traffic cone. Well, we've got a spooky show lined up for you. First, we get up to some ghost busting in Luigi's Mansion on 3DS.
Hello?
I'll take on the challenge of the haunted graveyard in VR. Oh, that's... Oh, no! No! And trick or treat, it's raining lollies in Candy Crush Friends Saga.
Delicious.
Well, let's get the spook started.
Oh, wait. I'm a ghost from Pac-Man. Anybody? Oh, boo-hoo.
Gather around, ghosts and ghouls, for I have a tale that will make the hairs on your very prominent mustache stand on end. A tale of a haunted mansion and a man in a green hat conquering it all to save his brother. Prepare yourselves for the tale of Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS.
Call me crazy, Zombie Gem, but I feel like I've heard this story before.
That's because you have, Goose. This tale Gem refers to is a remaster of the 2001 video game Luigi's Mansion for the Nintendo GameCube, one of the most popular games for the system at the time. Though the remake maintains the same story as the original, the graphics, music, and controls have all been updated for a new generation of Spallings to enjoy. Scare you later. Woo.
Our story begins with Luigi celebrating his good fortune, for he has won a mansion in a competition he never entered. That tiny detail doesn't get in his way, though, as he arrives at the gates thinking he'll meet Mario, only to be greeted by one of the mansion's resident ghosts. Thankfully, a friendly face saves him from certain doom, Professor E. Gadd, a scientist and unofficial Ghostbuster.
Now, it's fair to say at this point, any sane person would be running for the hills, but not our Luigi, for one question still plays in his mind.
Where is Mario?
So armed with the Professor's Poltergust 3000 vacuum, he ventures into the mansion to confront its ghostly occupants and rescue his brother.
But the ghosts here aren't just gonna leave because you asked nicely. So in order to defeat them, you have to work out what makes them tick. Using Professor E. Gadd's portable Game Boy Horror, you can see into the hearts of the ghosts, literally, and discover their weaknesses. Then it's just a matter of working out how to exploit them.
And this is where the puzzle aspect comes into play. Some require manipulating the environment, such as blowing open a window or swinging punching bags, while others will see you needing to go a little more hands-on, utilising your trusty flashlight and vacuum to deal out the damage and get those ghosties back where they belong. The majority of the puzzles are fairly simple, but there are a few head scratches in there from time to time that had me wandering the halls just hoping to trigger something I might have missed.
I personally really like those head-scratcher moments because they were always followed by a satisfying resolution. A few definitely do require some out-of-the-box thinking, like keeping a ghost dog barking to attract its owner, or beating an invisible pool player at his own game. But I never felt clueless, and that made me more determined to get to the bottom of each challenge.
Fair enough. I think I just wanted to get to those awesome tug-of-war battles that come with actually capturing a ghost. Once vulnerable, you can get to work with your Poltergust 3000 and reel them in. These sequences are fast-paced and require you to adapt to the ghost's movements as you counter them with the thumbstick.
And it only gets more intense when they start throwing in obstacles like flying objects, poison mushrooms, and other ghosts into the mix. It's these bursts of action that really break up all the walking you're going to be doing around the mansion.
Yeah, there is a lot of backtracking to be done. Thankfully though, the Game Boy Horror is equipped with a map that takes up the 3DS's touchscreen. This keeps you updated on your position and the location of the rooms you unlock. This was such a welcome addition for me, as the original had you switching back and forth between the mansion and a map, although I still could have done with less backtracking to begin with.
I feel this is only an issue for me when it came to needing fuel for the elemental weapon. In the later stages, some ghosts are vulnerable to certain elements like fire or water, and can't be captured until you've bested them with that element. Unfortunately though, you can't change elements on the fly, and have to track down the one you're after in the labyrinth, which can make for a very frustrating back and forth. That's only made more annoying by the ghosts that constantly pop up to attack you in the dark corridors. Which for me shone the torchlight on Luigi's greatest enemy, the controls.
Oh, very much so. Depending on what type of 3DS you actually have, you may have a tougher time than others. The motion controls in particular feel very clunky and can make time-sensitive actions difficult to control. Combine that with the already finicky tiny thumbstick, and it can make some boss battles unnecessarily frustrating. Not to mention, the motion controls cancel out the fun of using the 3D effect, because it's immediately distorted the moment you move the screen a bit.
My biggest pet peeve was the aiming, particularly when throwing things with the poltergust. I'd think I'd have a shot lined up, only for it to fall short or veer off course, which just adds this unnecessary frustration to what is otherwise a really enjoyable combat system.
There's also a co-op mode available for a second player with their own copy of the game, which adds a gooey version of Luigi, fittingly called Gooigi. As Gooigi, you have half the health of Luigi, but can revive yourself on the fly if you happen to get gotted by ghosts. And I thought the co-op mode was a nice addition, but I would have liked to see the inclusion of an arcade or score chaser mode just to make the most out of it.
Yeah, I agree. There was also a noticeable drop in frame rate and a bit of lag when we jumped on together. But aside from that, I had a really fun time seeing your little gooey form running around the hallways.
Gem! Gem, where are you? Gem, I'm over here! I'm totally lost. Where's Gem?
We should probably conclude our tale here, lest the ghosts hear us and return to exact their revenge. Final thoughts, Goose?
Well, as far as remasters go, this does a good job of updating the old while still staying true to what made the original so enjoyable, even if the controls don't translate so well. If you're a fan of puzzles and poltergeists, Luigi's Mansion on 3DS offers a spooky time, but without the nightmares. I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
This sort of reminds me of a carnival haunted house, a bit messy, but full of spooks. And at its heart, trying to deliver an experience that will stay with you and make you question what goes bump in the night. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Ooh! Oh, no lightning. Must be clearing up.
All right, it's time for the scoop. A spooky scoopy roundup of some of the eeriest headlines of the gaming world and underworld. First up, a No Man's Sky player has recreated a snapshot from the film The Nightmare Before Christmas. Reef Guy 007 stumbled across some pumpkin plants, which inspired him and a friend to get creative and produce an homage to Tim Burton's classic dark musical. No Man's Sky's latest underwater update also expands on the eerie aspects of the game, in keeping with the scary season. It's known as the Abyss. That should keep you abyssy. Moving on, and a bunch of other games have gotten into the spooktacular spirit over the last week or so. Pokemon Go held a Halloween event with a new special research task, cosmetic items, and ghost and dark-type Pokemon. Splatoon 2 ran Splatoween, the latest Splatfest, that pitted Trick against Treat. And Sea of Thieves launched its Festival of the Damned event. Clear the spook deck. And finally, if there's something strange in your neighborhood, it might just be that a new Ghostbusters AR game has been released. Described as a kind of Pokemon Go experience with some RPG elements, Ghostbusters World allows you to bust ghosts in augmented reality, as well as explore a co-op mode and a single-player campaign. It's free to play, so as always, that means you should watch out for those scary microtransactions. Ooh. And now for the extra spook. Boo! Did I spook ya? Anyway, for this week's extra spook, we take a look back at the rather terrifying TV ad for the NES from 1987. The ad features a creepy set of pixel creatures, repeating the slogan, "You cannot beat us."
We are Nintendo. We challenge borders. You cannot beat us.
Ugh. And if you found something a bit extra scoopy, you can send it to us here. You know, I'm quite enjoying being the unbred. It suits my wry sense of humor, don't you think?
Do I really have to do this? Oh. As an avid lover of all things spooky and scary, I thought I'd jump into the recently released Haunted Graveyard VR. What's the worst that can happen? Oh. Okay, we've got walking down. Oh, Hey!
I'm Raven. Welcome to my home. I'm oh so glad you're here. We will have such fun tonight. And if you're still here at midnight, you'll be trapped here forever. Ta-ta for now.
Okay, I don't like her. Already, I don't like her. One of the things I love about VR so much is how expansive it is. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at the night sky. Okay, on our way. I'm swinging my arms as I walk through this cemetery. Couldn't be happier. Nope. Okay, no touchy, I get it. Oh.
Good evening. I'm the caretaker.
Your candlestick's getting away.
Take the lantern on that pedestal.
Stick your hand right in it and pick it up. Oh, that's... Oh, no! No, 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 no! Not spiders. Anything but spiders.
Even the bridges here are ghosts.
What?
But your lantern reveals our secrets.
Oh, cool! It's like a little... Oh, that's nifty. Because that sort of stopped me from just walking out and falling. So cool. Oh, you again. Hello.
Here lies dear sweet Nell. She sang as clear as a bell. She tripped on a branch and fell. And then, well, well, well.
Oh, I don't like you. What? 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 Why would you do that? Okay, no. And now we're on a boat. Hello, sir. Can I walk? No, I'm stuck on the boat.
Are your troubles just begun? If you stayed at 12:01, 'cause your afterlife's begun.
Oh no.
And you're
Oh no. Oh no. This looks bad. This looks really bad. If he's singing what I think he's singing about, I don't want this. I'm good, thanks. Love your musical number, but not a fan of this.
Well, you're on your own from here.
It's almost scary when it gets quieter. Whoa! That definitely hit me in the head. What kind of cemetery is this?
You made it. Thank you. I get so lonely here. You can't imagine.
Oh no.
All my life, I've been alone.
Oh no.
Cast out, abandoned. But you're different. You'll stay with me forever.
I knew it! I said so!
Farewell. Give our regards to the living.
Hurry back.
Okay, well that was the Haunted Graveyard VR. It was a time. Very, very short, but never overstaying its welcome. First up, it is beautiful. The sound design, the aesthetic, the way the shadows move around and across you as you traverse the graveyard. This is actually really, really pretty. And I love the whole Haunted Graveyard aesthetic. Because the game is so short, I wouldn't fault it on, not developing its characters very thoroughly, but each of them have these really quirky human features to them that each made them very, very unique. Like the boat rider, for instance. The way that he leaned into you as he spoke was creepy, but also really engaging. It made me listen to everything he was saying. The controls themselves are a little bit clunky. The way you have to move your arms kind of takes you out of the moment because you look so chipper while you're swinging your arms back and forth. I didn't like that I had to continuously be turning my body around. I did get caught in the cable a couple of times, and the last thing you want to do while playing a VR game is fall over. So this experience wasn't exactly that bone-chilling terror I was expecting, but it's got a lot of little jump scares here and there that really get the blood pumping, and I did like how atmospheric it was. One of the things that makes a game scary is its sound design. Without good sound design, you're gonna lose a lot of that atmospheric feel. And I love the way the sound was reverberating. Like I was hearing sounds to the right of me, to the left of me. As the boat rider was singing, I could hear it all around me. And that's really powerful. I felt like I was really in the moment. This isn't so much of a game in the sense of you're actively participating, like say Astrobot Rescue Mission. You're more kind of like an observer being guided along this tour, which is okay, but I think I would have liked a bit more interactivity. The developers of Haunted Graveyard VR HoloSpark clearly have an affinity for spooky and scary experiences, and I'm keen to see what they do next. That wasn't really that scary. Can I get some actual scares? Are you ready for some spoopy Ask SP questions, Night of the Living Rad? Or should I say, Radcula?
Oh, I sure am. And we're certainly dressed for the occasion. Oh, even the hand.
Oh, hey, Hand. What exactly is your costume?
Oh, that is so good. Thing from Adam's family, of course.
Oh, right. That really is something. Anyway, it's question time. First up, we have a question from the Butterfree Princess about Pokemon. Or should I say, Spookemon? Hi GGSP, I have 3 questions. 1, I was wondering if any old Pokemon will have re-releases on Switch, like Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow did. And if they do, when will this happen? 2, will you be doing a review on Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu when they come out? 3, if you have one, which is your favourite Pokemon generation and game? P.S. If you don't do the royal bow, I will send my Caterpie to annoy you. Why thank you, Butterfree Princess. In answer to your first question about whether old Pokemon games will be re-released on the Switch, well, I haven't heard anything official on this front.
Yeah, I haven't heard any specific plans either. But I wouldn't rule it out, considering Nintendo have done this in the past via something known as the Virtual Console. More recently, Nintendo Switch Online has included some retro NES games too. So it seems Nintendo do like to make their older games available on current-gen platforms where possible. We'll just have to stay tuned.
As for whether we'll review the upcoming Pokemon Let's Go games, I think it's highly likely we will. I'm especially interested in knowing more about how Pokemon Go and Let's Go will interact.
Oh, me too. My Pokemon Go is going so well, I have a Mewtwo. Now on to our favourite Pokemon generation and game. For me, it's got to be the first gen. I just love the original 150. And Pokemon Blue is my introduction to the world of Pokemon, so I'll always have a special fondness for it. Ruby and Sapphire are also worth a mention. And I really like Pokemon Go as well. What about you, Gem?
I don't know if I could pick a favourite generation. I'm actually quite new to Pokemon. Pokemon Go is probably the one I played the most, so I'd say that's my fave.
But hey, that wasn't really a spoopy question, was it? Let's see if the next one is any scarier. Oh, it's a video from Tristan.
Hi GGSP, I have 2 questions for you. 1, have you done a review of Portal Knights? If not, can you? And 2, can you do a review of Fortnite Save the World? P.S. Darren is a noob. Can you make a virtual noob cup and make him drink from it? Bye.
Thanks, Tristan. In answer to your first question, we actually did review Portal Knights on the show last year. You can check it out online. From memory, I believe it was pretty well received.
As for whether we can do a review of Fortnite Save the World, well, this is rated M, so it's not something we can look at on the show. But I must say, I am intrigued by the suggestion of creating a virtual noob cup for Darren. I mean, what does happen if Darren noobs up now that he's in the cloud?
You're absolutely right. We cannot have a noob loophole like that just lying around for Darren to take advantage of. A noob-hole, if you will. Let's call him right now.
Do you want me to get that?
Yes, if you don't mind, thank you.
Hello, Darren speaking.
Hi, Darren. It's Rad and Gem here at the Ask SP desk. I hope you're well. We were just wondering what may happen if, say, you noob up again sometime and have to drink from the noob cup. Considering you're a bit more digital now, let's not forget it has happened before. It's a valid question.
We shall not speak of that. Look, I don't think it's necessary to concern ourselves with such preposterous hypotheticals. I'm sure any accusations of noobery against me would be dealt with via the proper channels of the noob court.
But Darren, you're the judge of the noob court. Doesn't that seem a bit corrupt? We won't stand for that.
Well, I suppose there might be some kind of code you could run through my operating system to simulate the experience of drinking from the noob cup. Oh dear, I've said too much.
Oh, you sure have. Thanks, Darren. Bye. Let's hack the mainframe.
We're in. So there we have it. We just need to learn how to code a virtual noob cup. But Rad, I don't think that was a very spooky question either.
Well, I mean, the possibility of Darren escaping justice is a bit spooky. But look, this next question is definitely scary, and it's from Who Knows? Hello, GGSP. I am a ghost. I am in the room right now. Woo! Tell me, what is the best platform to play Roblox on? That's all I have to say. Ooh. P.S. Do these. Whee! Ow, ow. Ah!
A ghost? And it's in this room! Oh, no, but be gone, foul ghost!
Well, I guess ghosts deserve answers too. So in answer to what the best platform is to play Roblox on, I don't think there's much of an advantage of one platform over the other. A more powerful computer system might run more smoothly, but the differences wouldn't be huge. Roblox games aren't really big graphics-driven games or anything like that.
I tend to agree, Rad. Some people might like the portability of playing on a mobile or tablet device too. So I'd say I think this is just one of those things that comes down to personal preference.
If you have a question for Ask SP, go here and send it in.
And remember, video questions that are selected for the show will get a sweet GGSP pin.
Jem, I've been racking my brains for a good spooky nickname for you, and I was thinking maybe Gem-o-lantern? Geometry? Like symmetry? Oh wait, I've got it. The Gem Reaper.
Ooh, not bad. The Gem Reaper.
Ooh, yum. Oh, Unbred Rat, are you okay? You look a bit worried.
Oh, Goose, I think all this spooky business is starting to get to me.
Boo, Rad! You know what goes great with being scared?
I don't think I want to know, Darren.
Sugar and buddies in Candy Crush Friends Saga.
Candy Crush Friends Saga is the latest in the hyper-successful lolly matching series.
If you've ever played a Candy Crush game before, then this is instantly familiar. You slide sweets around to try and match 3 to make them disappear. But match more than 3 and you create a special powered-up candy. These include wrapped ones, which explode when matched, or little fish that swim across the board to clear lollies from a distance.
Using these power candies is super important because you only have a particular amount of moves to complete the objective and finish the level. For example, straight away you'll be shattering ice to free friendly gummy animals trapped underneath.
Having lots of different objectives mixes things up and makes the game really fun. I like using my lolly matching skills to achieve different things.
Some of the modes can get pretty tricky too. And you'll need to slow down and be strategic with every move.
In other Match 3 style games I've played, I usually like modes with speedy gameplay and lots of score multipliers. But the changing strategic focus level to level of Candy Crush Friends Saga really drew me in.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's really easy to get totally sucked into this, isn't it? Everything is so beautifully designed. It's a rich, sickly sweet world of sugary treats. There's even a dachshund made of donuts. The Level Select map is a 3D pathway through colourful candy worlds such as Lemonade Lake and Chocolate Mountains. I love how they've just gone to town with this theme, making it far more than just a typical Match 3 game.
There's also different characters that you can play with, hence the name Friends Saga, and they each have a special ability. Once you match enough of their particular colour, they'll send a powered candy onto the board. For example, the little girl gives you fish, while the Yeti provides wrapped candies. Oh, the whole game looks good enough to eat.
Oh, but remember, Rad, the only thing scarier than the spooky season is cavities!
Oh, don't worry, Darren. I don't think I could eat that much sugary sweets anyway.
Well, you know what they say, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing, and the same goes for playing Candy Crush Friends Saga. There are, of course, microtransactions on show here. Gold bars are the premium currency and can be spent on more moves on individual maps if you run out, or more lives to keep playing if you've failed a number of maps. Lives do regenerate slowly, and even though you can only hold 5 at one time, I actually really liked this. It made it easy to put the game down so I didn't keep playing. Plus, 5 lives is a decent amount of playtime for free anyway.
Yeah, and I actually preferred not spending gold bars on more moves. It's satisfying to just restart and challenge yourself to passing the level in the moves provided.
Sugar Crush.
However, I really didn't like that there's no way to earn premium currency by playing. As you complete levels, you'll fill a piggy bank with up to 30 gold bars, but you need to spend real-world dollars to transfer them into your inventory. Not worth it in my book, and 30 gold bars doesn't actually get you that much.
Thankfully, you can get a lot of fun out of Candy Crush Friends Saga without spending a cent. It's such a richly designed game and heaps of fun each and every time. If you've played a stack of Candy Crush before, then you're not going to find anything particularly innovative or new here, but I'm still giving it 4 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Yeah, there's a ton of levels to play with a great mix of challenge and mindless candy matching, so the fun flavour is going to last a long time. I'm also giving it 4 out of 5 rubber chickens. All this talk of candy is making me hungry. Would you like some?
No, I'm going to pass.
It's good. It's really good.
Ah, don't come knocking around my door for any candy, you young whippersnappers. Also, it's not candy, they're lollies.
Oh, worst neighbour ever.
Well, it's back to normal next week on the show. In fact, we'll be getting our leg warmers on for a review of Just Dance 2019.
Plus the party game power of Nickelodeon kart races.
And don't forget to catch up on everything we're doing online, like my rather dramatic Undertale live streams.
We're so close! I will not be defeated! Until next time, Rad the Unbred out. Zombie Gem out.
Your friendly neighborhood goose out.
Oh, actually left.